Okay, ta-da! This is the project bike, a 2002 Aprilia Mille, and it's got 6,000 miles on it, drop valve. And yeah, people say I'm nuttier than a squirrel turd buying one of these, but got the other one running, just fine. So after the intro here, I'll get into a little more of the specifics. But first things first is give a shout out to Mr. Harding who ordered online. Amsoil online. He bought some primary and transmission fluid for the Harley, located in Illinois. Mr. Harding, he bought a couple times. I appreciate it. The commission helped me buy this bike. So yeah, gonna get into this.
Yeah, let's go. I ain't the first with the curse, with the thirst that I wanna be better, not worse, man it hurts. I'm on this earth with my words and I put them all together, insert, cause I wanna have worth. Working hella hard till they put me in the dirt. Gonna go far, man, listen to my words. Gonna be a star, man, life's like a blur. When you're working this hard, yeah, you get what you deserve. Yeah, I ain't taking a backseat, I'm passing anybody else who is rapping. I'm nasty, ain't nobody able to catch me. They gasping, they cannot compare, they can't match me. I'm at half speed, I got your girl and she laughing and dancing, hanging on my butt, she asking to crash with me, smash with me, she savage, she wants cash money, and she knows that I live lavishly. I wanna live, I'm cold inside, give all I have just to feel alive. I fight to live, I fight to strive, one day I'll have what I want. I want the whole world in the palm of my hand, I got a plan, I'm the man, now I'm teaching the game, a veteran, better than anybody else who tests me.
So here's the low down and dirty on this bike here. I picked this bike up out of Chicago. I'm located about 8 miles south of Springfield. I found this bike on Craigslist. Literally found it on Craigslist. Contacted the guy at 12:30 at night. By 1 o'clock in the morning, I had wired him the money through PayPal and had it shipped up to Chicago. And this bike was down here in about a week. And what the issue is with this bike is this bike only has 6,000 miles on it. The original owner, this is the story I got, was the original owner hit 6,000 miles, went to adjust the valves himself, didn't set the valve lash properly and dropped the valve. Then this bike set, and for a long time, the original owner bought a head. The owner that I bought this off of told me that he had to buy another head because the previous owner had bought the wrong head, which means that that owner bought the small valve head. It's a 2002. He needed the big valve head. So then this owner, the one I bought it off of, he put the new cylinder head in there, got the bike running, said he was riding it, then he dropped the valve. Okay, there's something going on here. Somebody doesn't know what they're doing, something blah, blah, blah. The guy seemed pretty smart about it and whatnot, but yeah. So the engine, I went before I bought that other engine, I priced everything out, and for the gaskets and the valve, because I haven't gotten into it yet, he sent me pictures of the valve where the valve was bent. It was going to be over $500, and I was able to purchase a low mileage engine for $550, and I said, I'm not going to rip this engine apart for $500 when I could just pull one out and put one in. So that's what we're going to do here. One of the good things is hopefully I'll get some spare parts out of this, clutch assembly. There'll be some good parts out of this, but I really didn't want to repair the engine because if this thing's dropped 2 valves and 2 heads, that piston's come up and smacked that valve train and just completely stopped it. I don't know. Might have cracked piston, might have the crank may be no good. I don't know what's going on here. So we're just gonna pull the engine out and we're gonna put another engine in here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm super exhausted today. Not going to do a whole lot of work on this today. I'll just kind of show you what's going on with it, and then next week hopefully I'll get started on it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll start showing you a little bit on the bike here, but be more enthusiasm next week on this. It's been sitting for a while, and I just don't have the energy to do this. So yeah. Okay, well, first things first. One of the things I first noticed was this seat when I bought this bike, he said it had a good seat on it, and it does, but I think this seat is a 2003 through 2005 Tuono. It's marked Aprilia. I almost guarantee that's what that is. It's a good seat. I won't use it because it's not the correct seat. Then, of course, he pulled the battery. It's got this rear seat on it. Now, I actually have the rear cowl that came with it as well. Pull this seat off here. And, wow. Actually has the parts. These are original. Holy cow. It's got the original tools with it. That's something you really don't find. Well, that's interesting. Not that I'll probably ever use those, but that's good to have. Those actually have a high resale value. Excuse me. And that's what that right there is what I was looking for, the dyno jet. You know, as you can see on the side here, it says dyno jet. I'm going to have to talk to a tuner because I'm not real sure what the purpose of this is. And gosh darn it, I said I wasn't going to read that book, but farts. I'm not sure how this is wired in. I might end up having to read that book, but actually, you hear that? That's Velcro. Well, guess what? I know what was mounted up on that windscreen now. That Velcro. He had this dyno jet on the front. From what I understand, though, is these are kind of useless unless you get on a dyno and you have a pure race bike. I'm probably going to end up selling that because you can just take this EC. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, take a look at this. The ECU has a cover. Now, I'm going to open up this ECU because of the titanium exhaust. Now, this titanium exhaust was sold as a factory upgrade. I'm not sure if you can see that. Aprilia Racing. I've got that. It should have had a rubber insert in there. And for race use only. This was an expensive addition. But the ECU here has a cover over it, which my other Mille did not. Oh, imagine this. It's got a safety sticker. What's a safety sticker say? Warning, do not remove this cover. Removing this cover will void the warranty on this motorcycle. Also, it is prohibited by federal and state law to tamper with this unit. See your Aprilia dealer. Well, I can tell you this right now. This rubber cover ain't going back on there. I'll rip that sticker off. It ain't against the law. I own this motorcycle. Well, throw that. Don't need that. So, yeah, well, I'll unplug this computer. I want to see what chip's inside of this computer. And then we'll see if I can get the tank propped up here. And as you can see, this actually has the RSV my 01, 02, 03. That's for the titanium exhaust. That's the proper chip. And if you look here, it's got the daughter board. This is the proper chip in this computer. So this computer's been upgraded. If you've never pulled one of these chips, I've got a pretty good video on it. You might want to check in my YouTube videos. Show you how to install one of these. So yeah, that's interesting. So it got the proper chip in, for the pipe. So that's good. Okay, it actually had the prop rod. Kind of impressed. Anybody know who the doctor is? I sure do. Tell you right now, it's missing a metal clip there. Oh yeah. Well, you know, this engine, the guy dropped that valve in it. And I'm going to inspect that before I pull this engine out. He sent me a picture of it. And, okay, for those of you that don't know, this is the small intake here. And if you want more airflow, they have a larger intake. We'll be switching that out. And I've got a set of 57mm throttle bodies that I didn't put on my other bike. Almost certain there's a K&N or a high flow air filter in that. I'm almost certain of it. So I mean, this is really clean. This bike only had says 6,000 miles on it, but had someone work on it that didn't know what they was doing. And for the cost to repair the bent valve and remove the head, see it right there, the valve cover's loose. Oh boy. So yeah, this is going to be a project. This is going to be a fun little project, I'll tell you that. So yeah, we'll pretty much give you updates every week, and yeah, hopefully get this done pretty quick. But I'm not sure how far I want to modify this, so we'll kind of see as we go here.